Maseches Sotah Daf Chof. The Mishnah discusses what's the halacha of after the Megillah Sotah was written with the Shem Hashem. The Isha says in Ishaisa, the Megillah is Nigneses, and the Mincha is Mispaza al Adeshen. Taisis brings from Yishalmi that's Mavur, that the Megillah is Nigneses, is Tachas Tzirish al Heichel, B'shvil Asachiko, Lul Koton, Hayishom Vishom Hamayim Nishpochim. Nachronim ask, Ein Seif Min Chareva, and many other Achronim that ask, what's understanding in this Yishalmi? How could it be that you're putting the Megillah Sotah that has the Shem Hashem under the tzir of the Heichel and the Mayim is Motzu Shom, that the Shem Hashem will definitely get erased, and is Issa Deraisa to Meichik the Shem Hashem. Ein Sefer Mincha Sotah that learns that the Shem Hashem won't get erased, and Lul Koton Hayishom, that means is a Lul Koton to watch that the Shem Hashem shouldn't get erased. Eine Mishnah Yavitz and the Sefer Zikaron that says it's a raya from our sugya to the father of the Rambam that learns that the Megillah Sotah didn't have the Shem was written kedarka, rather b'sirugim u'rashi prokim, so therefore there wasn't the issav to be meichik the Shem. And ikke kasha ein Vidvaz on the Yishalmi and similar in the Oris from Yashiv that says the answer to this kasha is that since the Shem Hashem was written almanas to get erased, so therefore it doesn't have a status of Kedushas Hashem, it doesn't have the Issa Derais of the Moche, and therefore there's no Issa to erase the Shem Hashem. And the Ridva says it's totally in the Machlokes in Yishalmi, if there's Kedusha on the Shemus or not, and it's totally Machlokes, if you could write Megillah Sotah on the Or Behemoth Tmei or not, and the Quintessence Miyashiv, the Rambam doesn't bring this Yishalmi because he holds it totally in the Machlokes. Another Mahalach to answer this kasha is Mavur and Chuvas Ein Yitzchak and Mitzvah Chana Zachron Levacha that says a tremendous chiddush that Megillah Sotah was written with a Tanai, and the Kedushas Hashem is only b'Tanai that she ends up drinking the Mei Sotah. However, if she doesn't drink the Mei Sotah, there's no Kedushas Hashem in the first place, and in B'Tzachon says it's totally Machlokes of Yesh Breira, Ein Breira. Only if you hold the Yesh Breira, so then the Kedushas Hashem is totally in the fact that she will be Shoyse Mei Sotah or not. So the Rambam holds Ein Breira, so therefore the Rambam doesn't bring the Yishalmi. It's important to point out that the Chayra, this Chuvas Ein Yitzchak, is not like the tremendous Yisod that we brought from B'chonon and Pshimon that learned that you can make a Tanai is specifically in Chalois Tetzchal, Mikoyach, the Odom, however, Mid that's Chal made like Tushas Hashem is the Chayra doesn't pass it tonight. It's not like Rabbi Chanan. Ein Shurim from Michael Feinstein that's Meirich B'divi Yishalmi, and he says the Chayra there is a Kedushas Hashem on the Megillah Sotah, and he says it's like Gora, that the Shem that was written on Gabi Cheres, that's involved in the Sugya, and Sukkah Daf Nun Gimel, that has Kedushas Hashem, and he says the reason why it's mutter to be Meichikid is because since the Mechika is not Derech Hashchasa, rather it's for the cover that Hashem that you're being Meichik the Shem, therefore it's not Osir, and the Rambam holds, nevertheless, it's still considered Derech Hashchasa and it's Osir. And he brings from his son Reb David Feinstein Shlita that learns that since it was written on Manas to be Nimchak, so therefore it doesn't have Kedushas Yosis, and he says both these Mahalchim are Deichik, and then Michal says that it could be that since it's Mavur in the Rambam, that the reason why form of minim on the Srafim because it doesn't have Kedushas Hashem is since at the time the minim wrote the Shemus didn't have a right to Mekadosh the Shemus. So over here also at the time they wrote Megillah Sotah, they didn't have it in mind to Mekadosh the Isis, it doesn't have Kedushas Isis, doesn't have Issa Mechiko, and that is it's also to be Meichik, it's only D'Rabbanan because it's Mechsi like Mechika, and that we're learning out from Kavachoyma that's mutter to Meichik the Shem Hashem. However, he asked, that's very schwer because before in the Sugya in Sukkah Daf Nun Gimel that even a shame gomer you could be moichik and when from kavachoyim so tzorich ian godel. Moving further on, Taisus brings you Shalmi that discusses how many oisies that were nimchik from the shame. Does it pertain that's mavur in the Mishnah that if it was nimchik the shame and she says you force her to be shaisa. Beishamai says ois achas and Beisil says shtayim. Ein the Sefer Avodas David that says it's mashman the Yishalmi that the whole issa mechika of a shame is only one ois according to Beishamai, and he says the chayotz raya. From this Yishalmi, like the Chiddush of the Minchas Chinuch, that mechika of a shame is specifically when you erase the actual ois. However, if you make a ois not legible, but you don't erase it and destroy the ois, it's not included in mechikas hashem. However, if he brings that the Sefer Mishma Levi in Zvachim brings from the Biskarov that even if you don't erase a whole ois, rather you just take away part of ois and make it not legible, it's included in the Issa Mechikas Hashem the same way it's Mavur. That even if you erase a part that's nitfal to the shame is included in Mechikas Hashem, so you see you don't have to erase the actual oasis of Hashem Hashem to have the Ikka Mechikas Hashem. And Avodas David asks, if that's the case, it's very hard to understand, according to the Biskarov, that even without erasing a oasis of Hashem Hashem is Isser, so why does the Yishalmi need either mechikas one ois or two ois, even without being meichik ois, should be included in the issa of being meichik the Shem Hashem. So Avodas David says that Rabbi Yehuda also learns like the Biskarov and says that is the issa to be meichik even with less than one ois is issa drabanon. So it's also hativ that doesn't have the chomer of our sugya that was nimchak. The shame of Megillah Soita, they have to force her to be shoyse for ayin shamoit. Moving further on, the Mishnah says if the Isha said she's tmeani, then she's not shoyse the Meisoita, and the Mayim is neshpochim. Ein Minchas Chinuch that's meirich. What's the halgeder and that we believe the Isha when she says she's tmeani, because it's mavur. In the sugi, the end of Nedorim, that a ish is not nemenes to say that she's tmeani, since she's mushabedes to her husband, she can't say tmeani. So how can you believe this isha that's a soita to say that she's tmeya? So Ben Cheschilach says that it could be over here, since it's kindle of nister, or it's poka the shiba that she has to her husband, and therefore she's nemenes. But Ben Cheschilach says it's not mistaver, because since the husband wants to be mashker meisoita, so therefore the shibud is still kayom, and she should not be nemenes. And the Minchas Chinuch says that the reason why she's nemenes is because she's nemon because of Eidechad Nem Bisurin. And that she's not nemenes mokum shibud is because she's only nemenes mitin shavia nafsheichi tichid yisur, which is similar to dos baldin, and therefore b'mokum shechav lachayim that she's mishubedes to her husband, she doesn't have an emonus of shavia nafshi. However, Eidechad Nem Bisurin is a fartik in emonus, and even mokum that she's Mishubedes Lachem, she should be Nemon. However, the Minchas Chinuch says that's also shver, because how could she be Nemenes to say that she was Tomei? By Eishes Yisrael, the only reason why she's Tomei the Bible is she was Mizana Berotzen, and to say that she was Mizana Berotzen, she shouldn't be Nemenes, because Ein Oda Mesim Atzmei Rosha Va'ayin Shom. Moving further on, the Mishnah says that if it was Nimchaka HaMegillah, and she says she doesn't want to drink the Meisaito, and we force her to drink the Meisaito. The Karen Oyer, the Minchas Chinuch, Claire, what's the halacha? If the husband says after the Mechika of the Megillah Saita that he doesn't want to be mashker his wife, what's the halacha? Do you force her to drink the Meisaito or not? In the Sefer Avodas David, it says that the chayet's pushed that you don't force her to drink the meisaita, and he says it's cholak b'yisaidai. If the isha says she doesn't want to drink, or the husband says he doesn't want to be mashka meisaita, because if the husband says he doesn't want to be mashka meisaita, that's the ikar mechayif hashkoi saita is behavi ishes ishtai, and if he says he doesn't want to give her meisaita, it's missing the whole mechayif hashkoi saita, and therefore even after it was nimchek the Megillah, there's no hashkah. And however, specifically, if the isha says that she doesn't want to drink, which even before it's nimchek Megillah, the reason why we're not mashker is because she's really right that she says she's tmeya, and therefore we don't want to kill her. But it's not missing the ikar mechayev of hashkah saito, so therefore b'chagavna is ready nimcha Megillah, we force her to drink. However, he brings the drashos not like that, and holds that even if the Baal says that he doesn't want to be mashker, we force him to be mashker her, v'ayin sham.